and welcome to My Ex Appeal, Your Everything Divorce podcast. My name is Joey Camaro, and I'm here with
Mandy Baker.
And we are the friends that you didn't know you needed. If you are back, welcome back. New to the party, welcome to the party, bitch.
Yes.
Okay, so Mandy Baker.
Yes, Joey Camaro.
Today we are wearing a different hat because this is our self-care series. We're still in our self-care series. And who knew this? We are actually fitness professionals. Divorce mediation, coaching. Many hats. And our background is actually in the fitness industry. So who better to talk about self-care than your hosts, Joey and Mandy?
Joey and Mandy, everything divorce related. We can put the S back in your ex appeal. Joey and Mandy, friends you didn't know you needed on My Ex Appeal, and Everything Divorce podcast.
I had a boss one time tell me to, when I was high anxiety, because he was my boss when I was going through the divorce, he pulled me in and he was like, hey, next time you're feeling that way, try to count the number of triangles in a room.
Okay.
And I was like, what? And he was like, because that's all you can concentrate on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like finding those little things, and that can be mental fitness too. So we're not just talking about physical fitness, we're talking about mental fitness as well, and taking yourself out of thinking about the divorce all the time.
Right. Yes. I love that.
Puzzles are a great way to do it, because what are you doing when you're doing a puzzle? You're trying to find where that one piece is.
Mm-hmm.
Golf is another thing. I never got golf. Joey, I'm a golf widow.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon plays golf 2 to 3 times a week. I never got it until he took me to the driving range. And then it was like, all I could fucking concentrate on was how to hit that ball. Right. And I say that with a vengeance, because it's like, I swing and I miss, I swing and I miss, I swing and I miss, I swing and I hit the ground. And then I finally hit the ball. And it's that concentration of doing one thing.
Right. Yeah.
And nothing else can creep into your head.
No, nothing at all. Because you're concentrating.
Now, when you were teaching, because I know you've retired, when you were teaching, did you teach during your divorce?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was an escape. It was an escape for me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because they had because you're in charge of a bunch of people in a room.
Yeah.
You can't think of anything else.
Making them feel good.
Yeah. I mean, I think after a while, fitness professionals can get to the point where you can outwardly teach and still be thinking about your grocery list, but but for the most part you have to concentrate. But yeah, so obviously we're very passionate about walking. It seems to be the best. I think it's the best thing for anybody. By the way, anyone who has the ability to walk, we're talking to. But it's cheap, it's easy. You can grab a friend. Honestly, if you have friends who want to come with you, great, but don't drag people to go and do it. Maybe even find people who already enjoy walking and go with them if you don't like to be alone. But trying to drag people to exercise with you is a huge mistake, because you're trying to get through something on your own. You don't need to be taking on other people's problems. You know what I mean? So, but I think walking is great. Like you said, even Instagram, you can go on and probably find some free things, and you just write it down, and you can work out at home if you're a workout at home girly. Some people are workout at home people, some people have to go to a gym, some people like being outside. Just, you have to find what resonates with you, because if you force yourself to do something, you're not going to do it. Period.
I used to tell my instructors that all the time. I called it my soulmate workout. Isn't that what we used to call it?
Yep.
Yeah, your soulmate workout. And so I would ask the instructors that would come and teach for me, what is your soulmate workout? What gets you out of bed in the morning to move? And they would tell me, whether it was lifting, whether it was cardio, kickboxing, dance. And that's where I would put them on my schedule first.
Right.
Is because if you're not excited to do it, you're not going to do it.
And there is a mindset shift a little bit. Like we said, like you have to go walking and maybe figure out what part of the walk you enjoy, whether it's listening to, an audiobook, or just listening to the birds, or finding a mindset shift. So it might take you a little bit to find out which one is your soulmate workout. So it's not like right away. You're not just going to walk in and have an aha moment and be like, this is it. You got to kind of force yourself a little bit, at first. But once you find it, that's what you should stick with. So some people like to work out at home. Some people like to go to a gym, and don't make somebody like, don't feel like you have to go to a gym. You can work out at home. Don't feel like you have to work out at home when you can go to a gym. And there's inexpensive facilities. There's some gyms have a really inexpensive membership. There's some local communities that you can find that
rec centers,
rec centers, like inexpensive programs that you could join, and then obviously social media and streaming services and things like that you may already have, that you could just even write it down. And
write it down. And another great point, Joey, is if you are a workout at home type of person, and then I want to talk about walking through the gym as well. But if you are a workout at home type of person, sit down with your Apple playlist and make a divorced you playlist. Make songs that make you feel empowered, that when you hear them, you resonate at the highest level that you can, where you feel your best, so that as you're moving your body, those words going into your head reassure you.
Yep.
Like, I mean, even
motivate.
if it's motivate you, know that, keep you moving forward, let you know that you're not alone, because obviously someone had to write the song. So it resonates with a lot of people, but it'll resonate with you. While, like, I have a couple of songs that Pink, I Am Here. Have you heard that one? Someone played that in a cycle class, and one of the lines says, I've already seen the bottom, so there's nothing to fear. I know that I'll be ready when the devil is near. And I resonated with that because I was going through so much hell. And it was like, nope, Mandy, you've already seen the bottom. You've got nothing to fear. You know what you're going to do. And it was like, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right where I need to be. And that has changed over the 4 years, right? But no matter what, I'm here. And that song for me, when it comes on, like, I'm getting teary-eyed. When it comes on, my kids know it's going to be turned up. I'm going to scream it. I'm going to holler it. I'm going to sing it, because that empowers me. So find that song, find that playlist, that label it in your Apple Music. You can make a playlist, label it yours. Right. Listen to it when you need to. And then if you're a workout girl, like Joey said, go on Instagram, write down, make a album of all the workouts from all those Instagram famous workout people.
Yeah. And do it on your own time.
And do it on your own time.
And you could do, honestly, say you have a Netflix, like you said, a Nike workout happening. You could turn the volume down a little bit just so you hear their voice enough to prompt you.
Or subtitles.
Or the subtitles, and then turn on your own music. I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, they get boring. Okay, well, it's but if you have music playing in the background, you could do a yoga workout where they have the yoga music playing, and that might not be your vibe. And you play your loud, heavy metal or, rap music in the background, like 90s music or something, and do a yoga workout to the music that you like. Yoga, just so everybody knows, you don't have to do these workouts based off of what you think they should be. Like, you don't have to listen to birds chirping and waterfalls to do yoga, and you don't have to listen to super loud music when you're doing a cycle class, or you don't have, it's whatever you can put that combination together. I don't know why people feel like they have to listen to this meditative music when doing yoga. You're just trying to get the benefits of the movement.
Yeah. I love yoga to rap. That's
I
would
much rather. I love the benefits of yoga, but I don't need that type of music, and that type of vibe actually makes me feel a little bit more anxious. I'm not really sure why. Like, it doesn't motivate me to keep going, but some people it does, because they look at it from a different mindset. Right. So you can do those things and have your own playlist for sure. So, Mandy, let's talk about going to the gym, though. For some people, like, what the hell are they? What are they doing at this gym? what's happening in this gym? I will say for one thing that you can do if you do join the gym, first of all, is just go.
Yeah, just go.
It's that first day of getting in there. You're like, it's intimidating, especially the floor can be very intimidating. If you're able to go, you might want to go on non-peak hours.
Absolutely go on non-peak hours.
Yeah, when you want to just meander around, it gives you time to look, because if you're on the floor and you look at those machines, they have directions on them, which can be kind of confusing. But if you're there at a non-peak hour, you can sit down and take the time to look at it and read it. And go through, and they have like little circuit workouts on those machines. There's plenty. Or, Mandy, I do this. You write down your workout based off of like either an app or, like we said, Instagram.
Yeah.
I write it down and put it in the notes in my phone, and then bring that with me to the gym. And Smart. I'll do free weights.
I like free weights so much more than the machines. The machines create so much anxiety for me.
They're confusing. Some of them you're like, am I sitting on this thing backwards?
Yeah. Not only that, but I'm scared I'm going to be the one that ends up getting tangled with her leg over her head and like, come help me.
Yep.
And I don't know how if you go at peak hours, you don't know how the machines are laid out.
No.
Which row is back? Which row is legs? Which row is shoulders? And with the free weights, you have so much more freedom.
Yeah. You just grab a weight.
You just grab a weight,
grab a couple weights and move out of the way.
Yeah.
That's what you can do.
That's what you can do. And actually, I think free weights give you a better workout than the machines do, honestly.
Well, yeah, because some momentum in some of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then some gyms, not all, but some gyms you can, when you first get there, they'll do like a little orientation with you. They might try to sell you a personal trainer package, but you can just be adamant and say, no, I'm sorry, unless you want to, obviously, but it can be costly. But you could just be like, I'm adamant, I just need somebody to get me like out onto this floor and going. And so take advantage of any complimentary services like that to get yourself on the floor, right?
Absolutely. And when you do interview with a personal trainer and you want to go that route, they are there to help. I'm a huge advocate. My former team was amazing. They were so talented, so knowledgeable, but you learn what their specialty is, right? Some might be specializing in show prep. Some might be specializing in sports agility. Some might specialize in the women's physique. Some might specialize in postpartum. So you really have to find, if you're going to go that route, really dig deep and ask the questions that you need to ask, because it might not be that personal trainer specialty. So if you're not wanting to do show prep and that person pairs you with the show prep coach, you're not going to see.
You're eating egg whites and
chicken breast.
Yeah. And you're like, no, I didn't want to do
this.
You're
like, I didn't want to bulk up.
Yeah, I just want my knees to feel better because I'm getting older. Like,
exactly.
Hello. Yeah.
Exactly. So you have to really, and don't be scared, because they're there to help.
Ask questions. Yeah.
Ask questions. And honestly, even if you don't go the personal trainer route, become friends with one. Because as you're doing these free weights, and let's say you're brand new and you do a squat and you do tweak a knee, or you do find that you're doing something and it hurts, they're happy to help look at your form.
Right. Just a quick adjustment makes a huge difference.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
And then that way you're not doing this thing repetitively that continues to cause you pain.
Yes. Dysfunctional. And I truly believe that any movement is better than no movement. So, Mandy and I will hop on, the way your back is supposed to, the curve of your spine and your shoulders back, and, where the weight should be in your foot, things like that. But honestly, aside from just putting yourself through this dysfunction constantly till you get hurt, but even if you just go in and just do a little bit of movement, a couple bicep curls or push-ups.
Oh my gosh, we did Coleman into that. I did that yesterday. It hurts.
A push-up and a plank will work everything from head to toe. So just these little movements, a few a day. We're not talking about going in. I think what happens with people, Mandy, and we've seen this a lot over the years, is they're like, I'm going to get fit. And they kick the door into the gym. They're like, I'm here. They go full tilt into the workout. And then they're sore. And they're like, fuck, I can't move for 4 days. And then you go back into that cycle of not going back to the workout because you're so sore. Or like, calm down.
Calm down. Yeah. Calm down.
Go. It's like, we're not trying to break anybody's back. But Mandy, the best thing to do in a gym
is people watch. No, I'm just kidding.
True. That's true.
I'm sorry.
No, the best thing to do, in our opinion, is group fitness. Just saying.
Absolutely. Group fitness is Joey in my heart. I mean, honestly, that's how we met. That's what we do. I think between the two of us, we've probably trained over 2,500 instructors, probably between the two of us.
2,500 instructors between the two of us?
I think so.
I've trained over that. Are you okay?
Well, more than that.
Way off, Mandy. Way off.
Sorry. Okay. We've trained a lot. Trained a small town.
Yeah.
We've trained a small town.
A lot of people, yeah. So, go ahead. But it's not easy for everybody to go into a group fitness room because it seems from the outside looking in, it can seem very cliquey. And especially if you're going to a dance class or something that requires a lot of coordination, when you look in, the front row people, they all know what they're doing because they go all the time, sometimes multiple times a week. And so when you look in, you think, I am going to stick out like a sore thumb and I will never be able to do that. But we are here to tell you, yes, you can.
You could totally do it.
I say 5 times, Mandy.
I say 5 to 6.
Yeah.
That's what I always ask. I asked people to give me 6 times, which was for that class 6 weeks.
Right.
One of two things is going to happen. The instructor is going to stick with the same routine week after week. So you get to become that champion and you're going to work your way up to the front row. Or they're going to, if it's a weightlifting class, they might change it week to week. But they're going to
far off though. But not like a huge thing. Yeah.
Not at all. And they're going to give you instruction. And my other tip for people walking into a group fitness class is, even if you're in the back row, go introduce yourself to the instructor because we know you're new. We know who comes to the class. And if an instructor has to say who's new, totally wrong. They should already know. I've never said that either. They should already know who's new. And if they're not coming to you because they're busy putting on their mic, they're busy putting in the music or getting their own equipment, go introduce yourself to them just so that they can make eye contact with you. Because there's nothing better than looking someone in the eye while you're working out as a group fitness person to let them know that they're not alone, because you're not alone.
No. And the instructor will also introduce you to other people too, if they're a really good instructor. So you don't have to go up and introduce yourself before class, because that's kind of intimidating. Like you said, the instructor's putting on their mic, they might be adjusting the music, people are talking to them. So maybe you kind of hang back a little bit, do the class, but afterwards walk up and introduce yourself, if you know, or the instructor probably at that point, hopefully if you're still in the room, would introduce themselves to you. But after a while they could be like, oh, hey, this is Laurie, she comes to the class all the time. Oh, you know, and you can make a lot of friends that way.
Absolutely. I know the community that I created, we had one instructor, I still talk to her to this day, and Joey, she created such a community that she had she called me and she's like, bring your camera quick. Okay, what am I filming? A woman came in on her wedding day with a bouquet of flowers, and they walked her into the class to the wedding march to her spot because she couldn't invite the whole class to her wedding. So she wanted them to be a part of her day. That's cute. It's something that is created and you become part of this family. So if you're going through a divorce, you're going to find people that you didn't, like we talked about in our Friends episode, that you don't even know that are there, that can support you. Someone might know of a job that you can have, or interview for, where your skills are highly needed. Someone might know of a place to live. Someone might know of help for your children. You're entering into a room of strangers that then become family that can really help you out.
Right. Yeah. And the other great thing about group fitness, besides making friends, so if you're a floor person, I think there's floor people and there's group fitness people, and then there's a little bit of both. But for me, what I like about group fitness is I can try different things and someone's always telling me what to do. Meaning, so if I go on the floor without a personal trainer, it's up to me to figure out what my workout is. And it's up to me to stay motivated to complete those set. Because I'll get to, if I'm going to do 12 reps and I get to 10, there's times where I'm like, that's good enough.
Me too.
You cut these little tiny corners and that adds up, but you're in a class, you're probably going to do all 12, right? Because not only do you have the instructor guiding you to 12, but you have an 85-year-old woman next to you who's doing 12 reps. I think you're probably going to try to do the same as the 85-year-old lady. Come on.
Absolutely.
You're like, this 85-year-old lady is not going to show me up today.
With her 2-pound weight.
Yeah. So you have this motivation and you can try different things. You could do, weightlift one day, you can try a dance class the next day, you can do yoga the next. So because doing the same thing repetitively all the time for years isn't good either. You have to kind of be a gym rat.
And to confuse your body.
Yeah. So it's good to be that way as well. I will say though, too, with group fitness and because being on the floor during peak hours sometimes could be the same type of person, meaning like it might be younger people later at night, and that might make you feel uncomfortable. Whereas group fitness, for the most part, is all shapes and sizes and ages.
Oh, yeah. And there's all sorts of two things I want to say about group fitness that going along with that. There's I'm going to say this as if it was written, every space body is beautiful, right? And every space body moves differently. So you can modify.
Yeah.
And you should. A good instructor will be able to teach the high level people, the online people, and then the modified in the same breath. So there is room for you in group fitness. And another great thing about group fitness is that there is a set start and end time. When you're on the floor, you could be on the floor for an hour and a half and only get 2 exercises done. And you're like, shit, my time here is done. I've done bicep curls and tricep kickbacks and I got to go.
Right.
When you're in group fitness, you have a set 45 minutes and it's inclusive of everything.
Yes. Yeah. Modify away.
Oh my God. What was it that they used to say? There's no shame in the Mod Squad game or whatever. If my brain worked in that way, my brain just works in a different way where if someone's jumping, I'm like, I'm jumping too, but you can't be like that. That's so, what a silly way. What a silly way to do things. The jumper and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Like I know. And
why are you jumping?
Then my back hurts and it's a whole thing.
I'm not a jumper.
Remember an idea the fitness conference that we went to, and I was doing something on the floor, and then by the end of the conference I was literally laying on the floor. I was like, too much. Yep. I couldn't even move.
Yep.
Couldn't even move. So it's silly. So modifications, actually sometimes you get a better workout, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because you're able to feel the core, you're able to engage more. And in the story of the tortoise and the hare, the tortoise always wins. So slow and steady, man. Doesn't matter what you're doing. The tortoise always wins.
So I think Mandy, the learning lesson here is that we are really advocating for walking and group fitness. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. Those are the two main characters of this show today here. So get to it, people. But so Mandy, what we're going to do is we're going to help out here.
Sweet.
If anybody needs help. So we would like you to reach out to us, either message us or comment or anything. Comment workout on the YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube or you're listening, or go over to our Instagram, My X Appeal, and send us a message. and we're going to send you workouts. How about that,
that we
Mandy?
wrote.
That we wrote.
Mm-hmm.
For anything.
For anything.
We have them all. So you can try them all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Happy to share. Happy to share. It's exciting. And if we write something down and you're like, what is that? Let us know.
Right. We'll show you.
This is where our passion is. And like you said earlier, Joey, I think had we not been, that was my cup, had we not been in fitness, a lot of things I think would have been more difficult.
Yeah.
But it really does, when your mind and your body are connected, y'all, the world opens up.
For sure. And fitness looks different for different people.
Absolutely.
And everybody looks different and everybody goes at a different speed, and that's okay. I don't go at the speed that I used to go. And there's times now that I feel I'm heavier than I used to be, like, or fluffier or curvier, whatever you want to call it. Right. But I feel better than I did when I was a lot thinner.
Yeah.
Because
for sure.
I was doing too much. So take it from somebody who does less. I feel better every day. So
me too. Yeah.
Everybody's so just go, whatever your body's telling you to do, just go and do it.
Go and do it. And I'm
do
going to
something.
say, do something. And I'm going to say this too. Also, feed your body as you start working out. And that's a totally different episode, but start feeding your body differently so that the workouts that you are doing, you can start to see the results. So that does mean a little bit of a different lifestyle when it comes to eating, not a strict diet. I'm going to say eat all the food. I had a wonderful shrimp scampi last night. I ate all the pasta that came with it. So, definitely eat the food. And like I said, that's a whole different episode.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to leave it there.
Just basically maybe not eat a Whopper after you go to the gym.
Exactly.
How about that?
Honor what you did.
Right. Yeah.
Honor
just
what
fuel
you did.
your body so you can get through the next workout. So
exactly.
Mandy, anything else from you? My dear?
No, just super excited to share. Excited. There's that word. I need a thesaurus.
You are excited.
Ready. I am excited. Mm-hmm. Ready to share our workouts with you, ready to help you move in any way. And let us know. Let us know where you live and where you found to walk.
Walk it out.
Walk it out.
And we have the divorce diet episode.
Yes,
also.
That's a good one.
If you haven't listened to, go back and listen to that with Amanda Dewey. And divorce diet isn't what you think. It's not actually a good thing. So if you go back, you can get some tips from Amanda as well. She gave some good tips, and she mentioned walking.
She did mention walking. She mentioned.
So there's a theme. There's a theme. So, and like you said, get the family, get some friends, make it an experience, or just walk and listen to the birds. I have a bird app.
Got your bird app. I remember I downloaded it.
Yep. So there's an app that you can download. It's like bird something. That's not helpful, I know, but just look up bird app. And you can record the birds and it'll tell you what birds you're listening to. So that's fun. I think that's, as you get older, that's what you start doing.
I was just about to say, you totally showed your age the other day. I was talking to Joey on the phone and she was like, I think I voice texted her. And she was like, I don't know what the hell you said, but what's that bird in the background? I was like, oh my God, Joe.
Yeah.
She's like, get this app. I need to know what bird that is. I was like,
it's a whole.
Now we're 85.
It's a whole new level when you start listening to birds and identifying them.
Well, I have your bird app, so the next time I'm outside, I will.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I went for a walk the other day, and I heard about 23 different types of birds. That's an exaggeration, but there was a lot of birds out there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. They're everywhere, those birds. Did you know that?
Flying around.
There's so many more birds. But I mean, let's have a bird episode because there's a lot of birds out there.
Won't be able to contribute a lot to that, but I'll try.
Yep. Okay.
I feel like there are blue ones and red ones. And...
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But there's a lot more.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm on the lookout.
Okay. All right, friends. Well, if you are still here, that means you made it to the end of this episode. Congratulations. Thank you. But we would love it if you reached out to us, though, and we'll give you our workouts, things that have worked for us over the years that it'll get you going. That's for sure. And if you want to continue listening to us, please write us. You know what people should do for us, Mandy?
What's that?
Write us a review on our podcast.
Yes, please.
You know, that's really helpful too for the.
It is. It is. Yeah.
There's some reason.
Just write us a review and refer us. Refer us to a friend.
We're trying our best, people. Help us out. We love you. Love us back.
Exactly.
That's all. All right, Mandy, we will see you next time on My Ex Appeal.
Sounds good. Y'all have a great one.
Thanks to our listeners, sponsors, and our lawyers on My Ex Appeal and everything divorce